G'day everyone, welcome back to some more AllianceWar action here in PuzzleCombat. Yeah, we're kicking off again with another war here in the Pirate Horde. So I've returned to my alma mater, I guess, for the next little bit. So, I don't know, good to be home in some ways. But yeah, no, I enjoy my tour, so we'll be off and out and about again in a couple of weeks' time, I expect. But yeah, just returning home for a little bit for a brief stopover, so to speak, and then we'll move on out again. So, a little bit of a while since I've done live war hits, like at the time of actually doing the war. So, yeah, we'll go through today and do all of our hits, as well as a bit of a breakdown and an assessment, or showing and explaining the thought process behind building my teams, as well as what we do with our actual board play as well, rather than what I have been doing, which is the playback. So yeah, without too much further ado, we'll dive into this one. So we are obviously got the Pirate Horde matched up against LoA. I don't know what LoA stands for. I don't know what it means, but that's who we've got. The war has just ticked over into the second half of the fight. So we do have all 6 of our flags available for use. So I will be making use of all of them. Battlefield itself, obviously, it is the barrage war effect. So every 4 turns, I think it is, all of my heroes are going to get 10% damage dealt to them, which is a little bit unfair in my opinion. I feel like everyone should get 10% damage, but hey, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, so you can see the field of play. That's red tanks on their side. I think we've got red tanks on ours as well. Yeah, red tanks on both. I should know what we've got, seeing as I set my defense team, but red on both sides, so we'll be seeing a bit of blue action going on. So let's dive in. So I'll probably pick up a lot of the pulse tanks. At least I'll pick up 4 of them, I want to say. We've got 4 pretty decent blue teams, still working on some of the depth there. So let's go with, this one looks probably about as meta as it gets. So what do we got? So what was the enemy team? We got Pulse, Sapphire, Emerald. So let's go with, let's start off reasonably strong. So we'll go with full powered Ghost, half strength Doodle, and then what else can we chuck in here? We'll scroll down a bit, get one of our less powerful blues, I guess. Shocker maybe. Maybe we go Lillian variant. Let's go with that, and then we'll go with Fiddle, and then what else can we do into this team? Possibly we go Zodiac. Zodiac maybe, or Dragon Fist. I think we go Dragon Fist for the AoE 3 effect. So Dragon Fist and Ghost marry up quite well, because they're both AoE 3, and then I will throw in a copy of Fiddle as well. So dodge gun there, seeing as she's already speed broken, speed, and speed. So reason for the dodge gun on Fiddle is that she already gets the speed break with the 2% charge generation node, so her speed is actually 64, and I've picked up the 2% node, which gets her across the line for the speed break. Lillian variant is obviously crazy fast already. She's crossing the 62 bracket, the 65 bracket as her base speed, and then she gets a bit more from the speed bonus of the variant. I don't have any emblems on her because the normal copy's at 5-1. I haven't leveled it at all. I just got it through the promotion gate and left it alone. Ghost and Doodle, they do need the +9 for a speed break. Ghost gets actually up to the double break at speed 58 with a +9 gun, so that's what I've got there. And then obviously Doodle gets the single break going from 44 up across the 50 bracket. So cool, so that's the team. Let's have at it, I guess. Maybe I should have gone with a full strength Doodle. I don't know, we'll see. Lillian variant might have been the wrong call as well, because it's a sniper and I don't really have a 1-2 punch beyond Ghost. And that's not a great open either. Okay, so, I mean, it's not bad. It gets us a lot of green tiles, but green tiles on a blue tank, red tank are not overly useful. I think I only need 3 more. I think it's only 3 to get Fiddle charged. Yep, so we'll pop that out on Ghost, hopefully, enemy Pulse, excellent. Now we'll just make another match with all of the remaining green tiles. Enemy Pulse can charge and fire, I'm not too worried about it now. Where do we line up the next ones? I think we go on Topaz, and we hope for some crit tile damage. No crits. Okay. Maybe should have put the damage onto the enemy Sapphire. Maybe. Can we get that ghost, that pulse to fire a second time? I think we can. I think this gets her to fire a second time. No, not quite. It's alright, we'll kill it dead, and now we should finally have some blue tiles, or blue heroes. Oh no, you're kidding me. Oh, that's classic. Finally get the blue heroes charged, and then we lose it. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this board back. It's not been very blue friendly, to be honest. I think I've gotten enough blue tiles to get my heroes charged once. Yeah, okay, that's it. The double tap from there, and then we also end up with Sapphire or Emerald firing as well. That's unfortunate. I don't know if the team was wrong. Maybe if I'd fired Fiddle the second time on Sapphire, it might have been a bit better. I thought I had enough tiles there. Well, genuinely, I'd hoped for at least one crit tile off that blue match 3 I sent onto her. I think if I'd gotten one crit tile, it would have been fine, but ended up putting 3 blue tiles on her with 0 crit. So that's unfortunate. Onwards and upwards, I guess. So we'll go with Pooh next. It's probably the next strongest team that's there. So let's go with full strength Doodle this time. We'll go with Hex and maybe War Chest. Might be a bit overkill on the blind. Maybe we go with Fungi. Let's go with Fungi, and then we'll chuck in another Fiddle, and then who else can we throw in there? Maybe Amethyst. Or maybe we go with Zodiac this time. Let's go with... yeah, let's go with Zodiac. Alright, dodge again, speed and crit on all 3 blues this time, and then speed and dodge there. Alright, let's get more than 0 blue tiles, or 0 matchable blue tiles on our opening move. Let's get 3. Let's aim for 3. If we can get 3 on Pulse, and we get 0 again. So when I say 0, I'm meaning like there's no matchable blue tiles. Like none of them are in a position where I can actually create a blue match off it. So I got 6, 7, I think 7 blue tiles, but I can't do anything with any of them. Alright. We'll just play it out and see where this goes, I guess. Knew I should have gone with Amethyst. It's an awful lot of green, purple, sorry. That should get the kill on Pulse, so that's something at least. This will get me a nice big yellow cascade, or a yellow match, sorry. Didn't actually trigger Zodiac, which I'm surprised by. Let's do that, followed by that, because so the reason I'm targeting Fungi on the right hand side is that I have now got a buff block on Amethyst, and Amethyst basically relies on putting buffs out. So no buffs for Amethyst means no damage from her, or no, not no damage, but no invincibility basically. So she can't go into stealth mode, she can't get that dodge bonus, she doesn't get the attack buff either, so it's quite a good little wombo combo there. We'll pop Fiddle out on the left onto that enemy sidestep. Target Zodiac onto the right, even though only the first one goes where I target, the remaining 5 shots are random. A couple of evasions there, which is fine. Don't really care if sidestep evades. She's got the insanity going. Blaze element triggers, gets me some big damage. And now it's a 5v1, and sidestep, you ain't that good to come back from this one. There we go. Should be pretty much it. Boop, boop, boop. DOT galore. Cool. So, 1 from 2. Not too bad. First one was pretty unlucky, I want to say. Artemis, or unpronounceable in English anyway, because I don't know what the translation is, or Sheho. There's 3 pulse, 4 pulse tanks left. Seasons there as well. Let's go with Artemis. Artemis probably looks the most dangerous. Alright, this time I will throw in an Amethyst. I'm going to chuck in... We may as well go the third fiddle just to use them all up, get them out of the way. Where is fiddle number 3? Oh, that's right, it's the big one. It's the plus 18. Hey, easy. Then we need triple blue, so we're going to go with... Whoopsies. War chest is definitely going in there. Fiddle. We'll go with... let's go Nox as a heal over time. We'll throw in that and... Nah, we don't need that. Alright, we will stick with what we had before, Clara. No, Clara will overwrite Amethyst's buff. Let's go with that. Dodge, dodge, speed, 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 dodge and speed. Cool, alright. Let's get it going. Okay, so team build in the end ended up going with 3-1-1, as is my norm at the moment. So using Nox as the healer for this team. So Nox is a heal over time hero. She doesn't do an immediate heal. She does quite a fair amount of healing per turn, but it is turn-based. Oh, that's a very nice cascaded match of blue there. That was, oh, actually, I've got... Wait. I ended up taking double war chest, which is not at all what I actually intended to do. I intended to bring along one war chest and one copy of Clara, but that's not what we got in the slightest. Oh, this is going to be bad, because this is going to hurt a lot now. Because what is it? It's the 112. She produces 2 buffs. Bugger. That was poorly timed. So, essentially what's just happened there is that enemy Sapphire is fired at exactly the wrong time. And what I mean by that is Nox generates 2 buffs out of her skill. So you can see there that she regenerates HP for all allies, and all allies regenerate a moderate amount of charge. So what that means is I don't particularly want to fire her skill off because whilst the enemy, what's it called? That shock element is active. Because what it's going to do, as soon as I fire that element, I'm going to take 224 damage, like immediately. So I'm playing a little bit with fire, let's be honest, because I'm sort of just waiting out and hoping that my heroes survive, which they staggeringly do. I totally expected Fiddle to die there, but she didn't, so I'll take it. And I managed to get them to hang through, which is awesome. So we'll double tap. Oh, there she goes now. It's too good to last, hey? There we go. So I've got the double war chest out. Even though I only intended to bring... I actually meant to bring along war chest in one of them, and then the other hero being Clara. But we didn't end up having that happen. I must have, when I was reassigning them, just tapped the wrong hero. So anyway, is what it is, I suppose. This should get the kill shot. Ooh, didn't get the kill shot. I thought that would kill. Ooh, who dies? You die. You don't die. Must get some, oh, heavy misses. Okay, that was a little bit lucky. I thought that we should have gotten the kill there, but we didn't, and it's okay. Came out all right in the end. So a little bit lucky, I think, with some of that targeting and some of the missed chances in there. But yeah, I have used my double war chest, which I was hoping to use at least one of them later on. So that's unfortunate, but just means that one of my later teams is going to be a little bit weaker. All right, let's go with Sheho, I guess. Another pulse tank. Starting to get towards the back end of my blue heroes. Still got a couple strongies left in there. Let's go Panzer into the mix on this one. Booster, I suppose. We only have Perla and Variant Bridget left as some healers. So, yeah, I need more blue depth. a bit more blue depth. So we got those two up there. Who else is up here? No one else up there. Lepus, Clara, Shocker. It's okay. Right. Third hero for this team. Want some charge control. Maybe we go Mare, Vinaya. She's AoE 3 charge control. Maybe we go Emerald. Now let's go Mare, because Mare will get me the family bonus. No, she's a different family. Oh, I thought she was corporate for some reason in my head. Okay, no family bonus then, with Ghost was who I was aiming for the bonus with. Who was the other hero I was thinking about? Emerald. Emerald at least gets me the family bonus with Amethyst, but that's overkill at that stage. Alright, Mare it is. You can hear the little internal dilemma that I have with myself every time. So, Mare Vinaya does not get the speed break off the Relic Hunter Bargo, which is quite unfortunate. But the reason I went with that weapon anyway is because it still gets me most of the speed boost, and then it just means that with boosters, minions only need 1 turn of her minion to get across the line rather than needing 2 turns. So we'll take the purple match immediately, get a nice cascaded match 3 in there as well. Nice, another blue match. We'll pop Amethyst off on the enemy I'm doing well. The enemy Pulse. Take this, get the yellows out of the way. Do we take, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4? It's not enough. Yellows, if I pop that yellow grenade, what it's gonna do? Not a lot either. Maybe we just take that and then pop Panzer off. So Panzer's gonna do a really great job at neutering the effect there from the enemy Sarge. I'm also not going to be worried if I do set Ghost off now either, because Ghost is also only going to be able to target that enemy Panzer. She can't do any more damage to anyone else, which is quite nice. Pop this one out. So we'll put Mare Vinaya on the left-hand side, get that Insanity going. We get a nice little match up the middle. We need 1 more match 3 to charge Amethyst. So that's what we're going to do now. Take that match 3. So that gets me Amethyst recharged. Pop it off on the left because there's 2 heroes there, so I can get the most out of her damage. Mare Vinaya on the right-hand side, Ghost on the left, and I'm just going to pause this for a second while I deal with this motorcycle that's coming. Alright, so just out on the field, motorcycle coming, roaring around, little chook chaser, and one of the dogs has a tendency to chase fast-moving things, so just had to corral her before she got a wind of it. So yeah, we're just going to play this one out at this stage. Oh, woo! That was a lot of blue tiles at the end there. So got there comfortably in the end. Didn't need too much of the healing from Booster. She does help, obviously, because she's kind of, I feel like she's underrated a fair bit. She's got minions that she creates. She's also got the heal, and she does charge each turn from the minions. So she's actually quite a good hero. Not as good as Pulse, don't get me wrong, but still quite a good hero on the whole. Alright, I think this is going to be the last Pulse tank I attack, possibly, because I am very much starting to run out of blue heroes, particularly blue AoE heroes. So much so that I'm not actually going to use Perla, I'm going to use an off-color healer. So we might go with Pulse to combat Pulse, Emerald in there for some fast charge control. So we will charge break her, charge broken, charge broken, charge broken, charge broken. And I'm going to go with the Firewing Trig on Pulse, and the reason for that is that grants me a resist chance as well. So, double healer, which is going to be hard to overcome if I don't get things rolling. That's right, let's give it a whirl. So when I say it's going to be hard to overcome if I don't get things rolling, it's very difficult if you've got 2 healers with one of them being Pulse, and Pulse just starts throwing charge generation out passively every turn. It becomes very hard to out damage the healers, I guess, if that makes any sense. It should make sense because you've probably all seen and experienced what I'm talking about. So great Cascade, it was at a good time as well. So the Cascade came with quite a large combo, and why I say that's really good is because charge diminishes, so the passive charge that's gained by the defending team diminishes as the cascade count goes up. So the later in the piece your big tile movements come, so if you're on a 13x and then you get like a 15 tile manipulation, it's going to give the enemy heroes a lot less charge than if it happened on like the first move or the second move that you get that big tile cascade. So, had a resist there on the enemy topaz, that's okay. I've got a second charge blocker, so we'll just do that. And then we end up getting this one quite comfortably, I think, in the end of things. So yeah, we'll just make this last blue match. Whoop, second last blue match, there we go. Needed the second one because of some dodges in there. So cool, all right, that went well. That went really well, actually. So we got one flag left. What do we do? There's 2 pulse tanks left. So we could go for one of them. We could go for Ruby. Ruby would make sense because I do have a Dispeller left. So this might make the most sense to go for this team. It might not go well because I am running severely short on blue 5 stars at the moment. Look, blue was never a priority for me to level. So I've been a long way behind the 8 ball on blue heroes. And the reason it was never a priority is that we have not seen a dominant red tank in this game since OG Zidane. And when I say OG, I mean before his 2 nerfs that he got. So believe it or not, Zidane actually went through 2 nerfs. So originally he was doing his heal over time and charge generation over time to all allies. But that was too much. So SGG knocked it back to just target or caster nearby. But it was still too much. So SGG knocked back the magnitude of those 2 effects, which is the Zidane we have today. So anyway, bit of a windy thing, but the short of it is that I never needed blue heroes because we never saw much of red tanks running around. There was never really a strong one that appeared. So Pulse has come a little bit, not unexpected, but it's just caught me a little bit unprepared. So I have been leveling a lot of blue heroes recently. So I've gone, I think, 4 or 5 of them in probably the last couple months. I've done, who have I done? I've done Hex, 2 copies of Ghost, Doodle. Who else is a recent blue hero that I've maxed out? Fungi Beats is another one. So I've done a fair number of blues. Variant Lillian's another one. All right, anyway, let's see what else we got. What have we got? We need something strong to prop this team up. So we might go with Dragon Fist. Did I use both copies of Amethyst? I did. Maybe we go Thunk. Thunk's pretty strong. Ruby. I think that's pretty good. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. I could use Whack in there because Whack's got a Dispel. Do I want the Insanity? So maybe we go with... Who's the flanks? Yeah, I think we run with this, to be honest. Might not work well, but we'll run with it. Alright, let's go. Wish me luck. Final flag. Here we go. Ishmael's defense there, hanging on, look at that. 9 points. So it's at least the second fail. Oh, that's a bit rough. Okay, it's not completely terrible. So, a couple options. So, number one option is I could make this blue and yellow match here on the right. That will cascade in the purple match that you can see there as well. And then after that, it's anyone's guess. The other option that we've got is we can make this green and yellow slide, and that'll get me a green on the second match. But I don't think that's as good a move because this one gets me 3 of my colors. So I'm going to do that move first. Nice little cascade in there of the yellow tiles, which was nice. I'm going to make the purple match up the top here. Now, I'm going to make it in the downward direction. Now, the reason I'm going to do it downward is because it's going to cascade this blue match you can see at the bottom of the screen. So we'll do that. That'll get me an extra 10% damage, which is enough to kill that enemy. What's his name? Ruby. We're going to focus my damage on the right side here. And the reason I'm going to put the damage specifically on Hex is because I've got this blue match that I can follow it up with. So we'll make that. We'll grab the greens into the yellows. That'll get me Dragon Fist charged. So I'm going to now start targeting the right-hand side. I am intentionally holding off on using Pantera. You might be going, why aren't you using him? The reason I'm not using him is because I'm waiting for this enemy, what's the name? Ayumi to fire, because now that Ayumi fires a skill, I will use Pantera, and I'll use Pantera to dispel away all of those lovely buffs that she's just given herself and her nearby allies. So we can see there's now no... Woo! That's a lot of damage. I forget every time how much damage flak does. Like, whoo! That's a lot of damage. Alright, targeting the left there. We'll grab the little crossy grenade thing there. Still going to pop, I think, the damage onto this enemy. Yeah, I think it's the right move. We still haven't gotten, what's his name, charged yet. Thunk charged once. I don't think that that is enough to kill that enemy Topaz off the bounce. Sorry, off the burn damage. So we'll just wait and see. No, it wasn't enough. So I'm going to use Pantera once again. Get rid of that, what's it called? Oops, I didn't realize that I had him charged. That's okay. So we'll double tap now. We'll go Thunk into Shocker, make the yellow match to Ghost. I've now got 30% bonus damage on flak as a result of Thunk's effect. And then I've also got an additional bonus damage coming from Dragon Fist skill. You can see there that there's an extra 40% damage. So what we should see is we should see an awful lot of damage now on this enemy flak. 650 damage, very nice. So there we go, we got there. Even though we didn't have a proper healer in the team, a little bit of luck with some of the tiles, a bit of strategy, I guess, with selectiveness of when and where to fire my heroes, but yeah, not too bad. I'm gonna say it, not too bad overall. That was 6 pulse tanks, if I'm not mistaken. I think I hit all 6 hero enemies with pulse. And we came out with 5 one-shots. The only one we missed was the very first one, which Harrow immediately cleaned up for us, which was really nice. So thank you for that, Harrow. But yeah, where are we? Let's see. Top of attackers, 296. I'll take that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So we obviously missed out on, there was about 30 odd points that Harrow got off that clean that we could have gotten. So we could have been up in that 340, mid 330s, low 340s range, somewhere about there. But yeah, not to be, I guess. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I guess you'll have to check out the description or the picture, or like the thumbnail of the video to see how we go, because I don't know. I don't know how we're going to go. Maybe I'll be able to edit it in at the end, what our final result is. But yeah, that's where we're at. So very early in the war, obviously. It's just ticked over, 116 on our side, 69 on their side. So I'm not going to say it's a huge points per flag that they've got so far, but it's they've scored some points. So anyway, that's all I got for now. So check out, I guess, wait for the next 10 seconds or something like that for the final score. But anyway, good luck. Hope your wars go well, and I'll catch you in the next vid. Till then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye.